Hiya. Welcome to LSB Feasters Radio Channel and Travel Corner, where our mission in life is keeping great radio alive. Today we're going to St. Louis and the legendary Kshe 95 KSHE. This station's been around, it seems like forever. It's a legend in St. Louis, and so is their morning show. Back in the 80s, they had the Morning Zoo. Pretty much every city in America had a top 40 station or a rock and roll station with a morning zoo, and St. Louis was no exception. The members of the morning zoo in St. Louis were John Ulett, or Uman as he was known. He actually started at the radio station in 1976, and as of 2020, he is still at Kshe 95. Also, J.C. Corcoran, he did mornings for a while at Kshe. Don Johnson, or DJ as they called him, he was there from the mid-'80s to the early '90s. And on this Aircheck, you'll hear Nancy Crocker, who had recently joined the show. Now, according to JC, who wrote a book all about his radio experiences hosting morning shows, he says Nancy was brought onto the morning show because consultants thought the morning show was a little too men's locker room like. So she was brought in to kind of lighten it and make it, a little more friendly. However, the morning show didn't really want to change at all. And John on the morning show, Uman, they butt heads a lot. They exchanged a lot of words. They had lots of arguments. The audience seemed to like the show the way it was. So after all the fighting and words were exchanged, management stepped in and said, we're going to end this little experiment right now. And Nancy was removed from the show after just a few months of being there. Anyway, listen to this Aircheck. See if you can hear tension between the cast members all around Nancy. And if you like what you hear, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to the channel and smack that bell. That way, you get alerted whenever we post anything new. All right, let's go back to 1985 with the Kshe 95 Morning Zoo in St. Louis.
Drive, we'll turn on your radio to 95. The morning zoo's gonna take you away down to the islands for a holiday. So shout it loud enough for us your reels to hear. Get ready for the party of the year. Kshe's coming and they'll come on strong. Most of St. Louis will be coming along. Rockin' in Jamaica, we'll be rockin' in Jamaica with the morning zoo. Rockin' in Jamaica, we'll be rockin' in Jamaica with the morning zoo. The OJC, as you might guess, will be chasing all the island girls.
Fresh.
And the U-Man will be lying in the sun, sipping on a coconut filled with rum. Shout it loud enough for all your reels to hear. Get ready for the party of the year. Kshe's coming and they're coming on strong. And most of St. Louis will be coming along. Rockin' in Jamaica, we'll be rockin' in Jamaica with the morning zoo. Rockin' in Jamaica, we'll be rockin' in Jamaica with the morning zoo. Rockin' in Jamaica with the morning zoo.
Kshe 95, rockin' and rollin' you here in St. Louis for almost 19 years now. And some of the blood-sucking scum at the two top 40 disco radio stations here in town, namely KHTR, KWK. Of course, Bryan Adams, that was our concert announcement. We made it first, where you always get the concert information first. We put together a fine promotion, and the next thing we know, not only are these other two scummy, syphilitic, sorry Ruth, radio stations trying to suck the blood off of our Bryan Adams concert, but are also claiming to be, they're, KHTR, the concert leader. Oh, yeah. The one that really cracks me up is KHTR with the new music first. So we're going to do something to prove how totally fallacious that is. Brian Bridgman just got excited when he heard me say fallacious. No, that's not what it means, Brian. Go look it up.
Yeah, I tried to get this girl to do some fallacious on me.
Oh, no, Brian. Grow up, little boy. So anyhow, basically what it boils down to here is we have other radio stations that went out and purchased Bryan Adams tickets Bryan Adams tickets, and they're giving, 4 pairs of tickets away on the air or something like that. Big deal. Okay, we've already given away Bryan Adams tickets on the air. We did many weeks ago. I don't know if we'll have any more to just toss around on the air, but what we decided to do is put together something very classy, and if I don't mind saying so myself, impressive. In case you have not heard. Limo service in a Silver Cloud Rolls Royce. Silver Cloud Rolls Royce. When's the last time you were driving in a Rolls? When's the last time one of these other radio stations in town gave you the opportunity to ride around in a Rolls Royce? Answers, please. I don't see any hands raised. All right, we'll move on to the next. Dinner for 4 at Tony's. Yeah. Number 3, 4 front row tickets to Bryan Adams. Let's have a show of hands. KHTR, KWK, how many front row tickets do you have to give away? I don't see any hands. 4 backstage passes and the guarantee that you will meet Bryan Adams. KHTR, KWK, let's show of hands here. How many of you have backstage passes for your listener? What? No hands again. Well, and of course JC will be on stage Saturday night to welcome the crowd and introduce Bryan Adams. KHTR, KWK, you guys are going to be on stage, right? Oh, sorry. Well, I rest my case. All you have to do is mail in or hand deliver a postcard. It says Kshe 95 Night in Heaven. 9420 Watson Road, St. Louis, Mo 63126. Postcards have to be postmarked by midnight, July 24th, or dropped off here by 5 p.m. Wednesday afternoon. The drawing is Friday morning here on the zoo. You got to be at least 18. Now, people say, JC, don't even bother with KHTR and KWK because nobody believes them anyhow. The problem is, once you adopt that attitude, that's when people start getting away with something. If you hear somebody say something long enough, you just might end up believing them if you're not paying attention. Just ask Hitler. Okay, so I just don't believe in letting them flap their traps without making them prove it. Making them back it up. Real tough talk on the air over at those other 2 radio stations. Real tough talk. We will see you Saturday night at Bryan Adams on stage. You will see our 4 Kshe guests come up in the Rolls Royce. Their stomachs fat from their dinner at Tony's. Marching down to the front row. Then marching backstage with their backstage passes. And coming out of the arena on Saturday night late, dazed and confused after meeting Mr. Adams face to face. We rest our case. KHTR, KWK, it's your turn, boys. Thank you. .7 St. Louis's #1 music station. Julian Lennon right there. I got a live one here. I think I got a live. Oh, you're on the air.
Hey, JC.
Yes.
What's going on?
I'm just hanging out.
Just hanging out, being cool, huh?
Trying to get back into the groove after my vacation.
How was it?
Okay, I did a lot of lounging around, and then I worked on the house, and I went to Washington, D.C., and that's about it.
Did you go poolside lots?
What's that?
Did you do poolside lots?
There were no pools where I was.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. But, well, next vacation, I got 2 more weeks of vacation yet this year, and we'll try to do some poolside action then.
Well, come on over to my pool.
Come on down to my pool, baby. Come on down where we can play. What part of town you live in?
St. Charles, Harvester.
Uh-huh. And what is your name?
My name is Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Mm-hmm.
And how old are you, Cheryl?
21.
Cheryl, you're lying, I can tell.
No, I'm not. I wish I was, Jason.
How old are you, Cheryl?
I'm 21.
You are 21.
Yes, I wish I was lying.
How is it that you have a pool and you're able to lounge poolside? You don't have a job?
Oh, I work full-time, but Daddy takes care of me, too.
Who does?
Daddy.
Who's that?
My daddy.
Oh, your daddy.
Yeah, my daddy.
Okay, you work full-time doing what?
I work for Metropolitan Insurance.
Uh-huh. Well, why aren't you at work right now?
I am.
Oh, I see. So if I went to your pool, I'd be there by myself.
No, my brother'd be there.
No, see, Cheryl, you don't understand. We don't want to be we don't want to be lounging poolside with your brother. We don't want to be lounging poolside with cute little Cheryl. As long as you promise you don't try to sell me insurance.
I promise I won't. Hey, JC, I want to know something.
What?
I think that I should get a certificate of honor membership to KC95.
Oh, yeah? What'd you do to qualify for that?
My car is KC totally.
Oh, yeah?
Sure is. It's a bright red Mustang 85 GT. It's got KC pigs in the side window. It's got KC on the back, and on the front of the bra that it has on, it's got a KC pig.
How about on the front of your bra?
I don't have enough to support to wear a bra.
Cheryl. What? Do you have other fine attributes that would make me find you attractive?
Very.
Like what? We're talking tush, huh?
That's not very big either. Just
doesn't have to be big to be world class.
very classy.
Well, you can have a world class dumper and still have a small one.
Hey, I thought you was going off there. It's 10 o'clock.
We're just running a little late here because I'm talking to you. Well, this is sounding all very wonderful, Cheryl. So I'll tell you what you do. You put your little bikini on, and you park the old Mustang next to the pool. You send me a picture, and sometime when I have a weekend free, I'll come trucking out to St. Charles. Okay?
That sounds excellent, JC. I will.
Send me that photo.
Hey, bring me up.
Make it a photograph that is really going to make the man at Photomat blush. Okay?
Okay.
All right, do it, Cheryl.
Listen, JC.
Yes?
Play Let It Be, will you?
I'll try to do it.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Good talking to you.
Bye-bye. Little voice in the back of my head just kept going. If you know what I mean, folks. If you know what I mean. Be right back.
In this closet when I told you no wire hangers ever! Hey! Quit waving bye-bye! I'm getting seasick! Shut up! Oh!
We're on a mission from God.
Now in our 18th year of rock, Kshe 95.